And gently open your mouth and exhale. One more time, inhale. Open your mouth and exhale. One more breath in. And a very gentle, smooth exhale out. Let's open with 3 Oms. One for all of the teachings. One for all of our teachers. And the last one for one another. Inhale. 3 rounds, lokam, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. As a quick reminder before we begin to move our bodies, and we move the breath, we move our vocal cords in preparation for moving our physical being. So 3 times, loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. Bring your hands to touch in front of your heart and take a breath into the very center of that space. Inhale, open the eyes and reach the arms up, big breath, and exhale, bend the elbows. Really soften from the sides of the neck down to the tops of the shoulders. Inhale, stretch the heart forward and up, nice and easy. And gently open your mouth here and release. Hands to the heart, make your way into tabletop position, hands and knees. And when you're there, begin to move your spine. Cat and cow. Oops, sorry. Okay. Everyone hear me okay? All right. Excellent. Good. All right. And then if you want to start the playlist, you can do so now. Get that going. I'll keep talking so you can hear my voice and adjust the volume accordingly. All right.
You're on all fours. Turn your fingers out to the right and to the left, and then rock a little left and right. I've been talking to a lot of yoga teacher buddies, and I don't know about you, Nina, but I'm hearing a lot of rotator cuff, a lot of wrist tension and pain. So I think we need to pay even more attention to this area of the body before we begin to bear weight, as a lot of us are working from home and we might not have the ergonomic setup as we do at work. Okay, turn your fingertips back to face the tops of the knees and then rock a little forward and back. Good. And tune in to the magic of moving a little bit slower. If it feels good, there's space to sit the hips down by the heels and stretch out the fronts of the inner wrists, right? Lifting very gently the palms away from the floor. Good. And then step the knees together, step the toes together, tuck them under, and come up into Vajrasana. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Good. AKA screaming toe pose. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, open the heart. Spread the fingertips out wide here. Look up and exhale. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Good. Eagle arms. Open the arms out to a T. Good. Slide the right arm underneath the left and give yourself a hug to begin. Use the fingertips at the backs of the shoulder blades and kind of claw them forward. Good. We often think of the heart residing in the front of the chest, which it does, but a lot of it is in the back. So we're kind of pulling the skin here so the back of the heart has more space to breathe. Good. And then keep the elbows stacked and then bring the backs of the hands together. Good. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to keep going, just wrap the palms to touch, keeping an activation in the fingers. And as you do so, lift the elbows, right? Soften the shoulders and gently release the fingertips away from the face. Good. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. One more breath here. See if you can squeeze the forearms in towards one another. And release. Good. Take some shoulder rolls in one direction and the next. We'll do the other side. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Fingers are not limp. Inhale, open the heart. And gaze upward as you exhale. Good. Arms out to a T. Slide the left arm under. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then come into your version of eagle arms. And shoulders soften, elbows lift, fingertips pull away from the face. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Maybe the Ujjayi breath begins to take over. Inhale. Slow exhale. Good. Circle the arms up. Touch the palms and bring them in front of your heart center. Where would you like the benefits of your practice to flow today? Yeah, just a reminder that this practice is for the benefit of all beings. All right, come back to the hands and knees. Lean forward a little bit, tap out the tops of the feet if you were so courageously in screaming toe pose. All right, place the hands, claw the mat, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. Okay, maybe picking up the ankle and rolling it around, pointing and flexing your toes. I used to practice next to this woman who used to like spread her toes and like swim through the air. I thought it was so cute. And then switch. All right, step your feet back. Lower the forearms down for forearm plank. Good. Make the adjustments. Check your middle fingers are pointing straight ahead. Good. If you can see yourself on the screen, right? Try to lower the hips as much as possible without sinking the lower back. If this is happening, you've gone too far. It's better actually to be a little higher. Okay, we're doing this because we love one another. We love this body. We love turning on the fire of our practice. Good. And step the feet as wide as the mat or a little wider. Good. And then with grace, step them back together, moving the hips as little as possible. 2 more. Step them out. Keeping the pelvis as steady as possible. Last one. Whew. Step together. Good. Lower the knees down. Lower the hips down. Sphinx pose. Pull the heart forward. Untuck the toes. Sway a little. Side to side. Claw the mat. Draw the mat back towards you to see if that helps the assist in pulling your heart forward. One more moment here. Feel the contact of your abdomen, the place of discernment on the ground. All right, here we go. We're gonna go back to forearm plank. Tuck the toes, lift. Good. All right, this time we're gonna step the feet together. Good. Take your left hand, point it towards your camera, and then shift over into this side forearm plank pose here. You can lift the arm, it can stay down, it can be on the hip. And you're gonna pick your right leg up, bend the knee, and then gently step it back behind you and turn up. Doesn't have to be anything crazy here. If the arm is up, you're welcome to take a couple arm circles here. Good. And if you feel like you're sinking into the shoulder, really try to push with your left forearm. Good. One more breath. Big breath in. And then come back the way you came. So move through a steady side forearm plank. Come back to forearm plank. Sphinx pose. Knees down, hips down. Pull the heart forward. 2 breaths. Second side. Then turn my back to you for a moment. Tuck the toes. Lift up. Step the feet together. Turn their right fingertips to the left and come up. Dolphin plank. Side plank. Good. If you can check to see your toes, great. Good. That left hip stacking on top of the right. Optional arm circles here. Push down into that right forearm. One more breath. Don't let that top hip go too far back. Try to bring it forward. All right. Lift that top leg. Bend the knees, step it behind you, and lift up. Good. Come back the way you can. Stack the feet. Lower the hands. Adjust for dolphin. Take a breath in dolphin plank pose. And then sphinx pose. Pull the heart forward. Scan the body, feeling where the warm centers and spots are in the body. Press the tops of the feet down. Activating the legs here. A little more active sphinx pose. Good. And then lower the chest down, child's pose. Glide back, hips to heels. Extend the arms forward, tent up onto the fingertips, and melt the forehead towards the floor. Come up onto hands and knees. Just a little side body opener. Extend the right leg back. Good. Step that foot to the left. Lean into the right ribs and look over the left shoulder. Good. One more moment. Exhale, tabletop. Other side. Left leg back. Step it to the right. Lean into the left. Look to the right. On your next exhale, right, watch your next exhale, come back. Tabletop position. Downward facing dog. Welcome yourself to your practice and express some gratitude for this body. All right, step the feet wide as the mat. Maybe you line up the outer edges of the feet. Walk the hands back and fold. Uttanasana. Knees can be soft. You can sway a little side to side. And take your palms to the backs of your knees here. Nothing crazy, just bringing a little sensory tactile awareness, right, to a place that often feels a lot of strain and sensation. Let the head be heavy. All right. Malasana. Turn the toes out, heels in, and sink the hips down, hands to the heart. 3 breaths. Such a grounding pose. You feel like life is a little too crazy. If you can, come down into this pose and feel yourself instantly connect to gravity, to earth, to your pelvis, to your body. Good. All right, and then lift your arms. And let's stand up, shall we? Press into the feet, stand all the way up. Turn your toes to face forward, Samastitihi at the back of the mat. Good, if your blanket is there, we have a couple low lunges coming, so up to you if you want to keep it there. Inhale, reach the arms up. And when you're looking up, look through what you're looking at. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale. Let the spine unfurl. There's no rush. Exhale, fold. Soft bend in the knees, circle the arms, and rise up. Samastitihi, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, easy forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Look forward, walk forward, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, lower. The bum stays up. Slide forward, cobra pose. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. See if you can do it all in that one exhale. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, half or full. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3. Exhale, greet your shoulders and your wrists. Greet your legs. And greet your heart space. Gently look forward, soft bend in the knees. Step or hop forward to the front of the mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, Utkatasana. Stand all the way up, open the heart. Samastitihi. Feel the heart rate, feel the blood flow. Right. Even when we're not moving the body, notice how much is swirling and moving around inside. Bend the knees, chair pose. Interlace the fingers behind the back and fold. Big breath in, fill the backs of the lungs here. And total breath out. Chair pose, come up. Hands to the heart, twist to the right. When you feel the sensation, when you feel the heat, right, move towards it if you can. Right, the best way to turn around something challenging, right, is to see if there's space for gratitude. And when you're upset, there's a lot of fiery emotions. My neighbor says, big pose, big breath. It's true. Big feelings need big breaths. Good. Chair pose, face forward, reach the arms. Interlace fingers behind the back and fold. Unbend the legs. 2 breaths this time, in and out. Squeeze your fingers together. Give me and yourself a total exhale. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Reach the arms. Hands to the heart, twist to the left. There's a sense of pressing down with your left hand, right, to encourage a little more rotation. These sensations are invitations to get into your body. So be here. This is the practice. Can you be here? Can you tolerate and build stamina for discomfort? One more breath. Stay here, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Interlace fingers behind the back and fold. 3 breaths this time. Inhale, watch yourself breathe. Exhale, soften something. Inhale, 2. Squeeze your fingers together as you exhale. Last breath here. As you exhale, draw the chin even closer to the chest. Good. Hands down. Step the right leg back. Low lunge. Right knee down. Heel toe the left toes. Foot out to the left. And then reach up. Low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Interlace the fingers together if you like. Release the index finger, Kali Mudra, and sink the hips down. And the curvature of the spine, very responsible here. There's a scissoring of your left heel to your right knee. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Hands down, step back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here or one more. Inhale, plank. Grip the mat as you bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Heart is broad. Downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Step or hop forward. Fold. Uttanasana. Hold your ankles if you can. Soft bend in the knees. And just bringing a little tactile awareness to different parts of the body, perhaps that we don't touch. But if you like, you can even step your palms underneath the heels for a moment. Just feel what that's like. All right, do something a little different today. You can do that too, anytime. Okay. Release the hands wherever they are. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left leg back. Lower the left knee down. Heel toe the right foot to the right. Good. Come on up. Interlace the fingers. Dip into that front knee. And curl the heart up. 2 breaths. Right. And what if instead of minutes, we did breaths? I'll be there in 10 breaths. Vinyasa, please. Hands down, step back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Stay in down dog or one more vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Whatever that is. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, reach the right leg straight up. Listen, exhale, lower it back down. Draw a straight line. If there's a wall behind you with a straight line, try to trace it with your toes. Inhale, straight line up. Exhale, lower down. You don't have to go very high. Inhale. Trace a straight line best you can. And then this time, step that foot forward. High lunge this time. Make sure that right foot is in line with the outer hip. For most of us, we need to step it out to the right. Good. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Hands down, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Stay in plank or cycle through, your choice. Discipline. And just holding plank pose. Good. Inhale, left leg. Trace the line back down. Notice if that slows you down a bit. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. This time, step that left foot forward into your high lunge. Use the inhale to rise up. Use the exhale to soften into that landing space. I'll be there in 20 breaths. Hang tight, right? Give yourself the space you need so that you can show up more fully for others. Beautiful. Hands down. Optional vinyasa or just hang out in downward facing dog. Good. If you have a blanket, you can move it aside. No more knee support for now. Good. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Step it forward. Warrior 2. Pivot the back heel down. Open the arms. Hands to the hips. Adjust. Right. Make sure, for most of us, this hip tends to rise up a little bit. So let's swivel that down. If you can, maybe widening a bit. Arms out to a T. Reverse your warrior. Reach down and back, side body opens. Exhale, sink a little lower as you reach a little further back. If I was there, I would gently hold a wrist here and just kind of pull on a diagonal. Good. Come back, warrior 2. Side angle pose. Let's rest that top left elbow, left thigh. Reach the arm. Good. Right outer edge of the foot. Pressing down. Good. Spin the heart open towards your right. Top arm comes around the low back for a half bind. that left arm, some options. You stay right here and you work on this right shoulder opening. Right? This hand can lower to the inside. You can lower to the outside. Or you can come into that full bind. We're not coming back. So if this is the time, this is the time. And just because this is a pose you can do all the time doesn't mean you have to do it today. 3 more breaths. Are you sweating? I am. Inhale 2. I'm so grateful this body does these things. 1 more breath. Big breath out. Look down, hands down. Step the back foot in for pyramid pose. Parsvottanasana. For this variation, that back heel is up. And take the right thumb and left thumb. Guide it into your left hip crease. And then gently draw that thumb back as you soften and forward fold. Big pose, big breath. Big feelings, big breath. And those are connected too. Sometimes we need that big pose, that big effort in order to move the big feelings out. Does that make sense? Sometimes we need big poses, big effort to move the big feelings. Good. Everybody, please bring that left thumb into the left hip crease and lift the chest halfway up. We're moving towards revolve triangle here. Good. That right hand can stay down. Good. And it's more important to turn the chest. Yep. And if this is going well for you, then you can hop the hand on top of the foot or even to the outside as you continue to spin the chest towards the left. The arm is the last step here. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Use the exhale to turn. Look down, hands down, and then step back, downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, plank pose. Option to just hold plank or you cycle through, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. If your heart rate is running away from you, place your knees down, hips back, and rest. 3 breaths. Practice counting your breaths, right? I'll be back to my down dog in just 3 breaths. I love that unit of measurement. Okay, let's come back. Downward facing dog. Switch my direction. Good. This time, reach the right leg up and back in a straight line, right? Slow, slow, slow. Warrior 2. Place the foot forward. Pivot the heel down. Inhale, circle the arms to come up. Once you're up, right, adjust. Hands to the hips if that helps. Right? You can feel and sense your body in space, that your hips are level. Good. Open the arms. And as you exhale, slide that left hand down. Side angle pose. Reach out. Imagine my hand holding your wrist, which I can't wait to do. And as you bend back, press down through the outer edge of the left foot. Oof. I guess this is a good pose too. All right, warrior 2, come back. Side angle pose. Spin the right ribs in the upper chest to the left. Wrap the top arm around the back for half bind. Good. Keep the chest spinning. That's how far you know you should go, right? When the chest starts to cave in and you can't bring it back, maybe consider. That's just too far. Left hand down to the outside. Or friends with the bind practice, you can come in here. Continue to spin the chest. Then the chin doesn't jut out too far here, right? Draw that chin in and turn. Big breath in, 2. And exhale. Big breath in, 1. Stretch it out, exhale. Look down to the floor. Release the bind, pyramid pose. Step that back foot in a touch. Unbend-ish, right? But not locking those knees. Fold. Switch directions. Fold. This time, take your right thumb into your right hip. This way you can see. Good. Right? Right thumb in the right hip crease. I see this a lot, and that's me too, right? So we just practice, right? Drawing that hip back. Left heel is up for today. And fold. I'm learning a lot about the art and the beauty of taking the long way. Right? Not taking any shortcuts. There's a lot of art, like kintsugi. A lot of you heard me talk about this, repairing a broken piece of pottery with gold. And it's a purposefully slow process. Alrighty, come halfway up. Keep that thumb there. And just begin to rotate the chest towards the right. And as you do this, this hip wants to escape, right? So we use this hand to guide it back. Take the variation that's right. Maybe you just stay here. 3 breaths in and out. Turn the chest. Right, the lower left abdomen is spinning towards the right. Beautiful. Look down, hands down, step back, vinyasa. Take it or leave it. I'm leaving it for now. Knees down, hips back. We'll all meet in child's pose. Let's be a witness to those sensations leaving the body. If you guys know Manorma, she's a Sanskrit scholar. One of my favorite quotes from her is, "You want a shortcut? Take the long way." You want a shortcut? Yeah, okay, take the long way. I think that's what a lot of this pandemic is teaching us, right? All the priority on being hyper efficient is being challenged right now. Is it really better to go so much faster? Or is it better to do one thing slowly? I don't know, you decide. Don't believe everything your yoga teacher tells you. All right, let's come back to tabletop position. And then tuck the toes. And then sit up on the heels for a moment. Good. I'll be your mirror for this part. So take your left arm up. And then bend the elbow for half archer arms. Okay. And we're a little warm in the shoulder. So if you like, you can wrap that back arm around the back. Good. 3 breaths. Two. Out. Can you open the heart more here? All right, even if it's an energetic opening. And then release. And then other side, bend your right elbow. This is half archer. Arms. Option to bind. You can hold your shirt if the fingers aren't quite connecting. And express some compassion, right, for both sides of your body. no matter which side is doing what. And I recently took up cross stitching. I made a cross stitch pattern of my dog and started that. And, I'd stay up. I was like, oh my gosh, it's 3:00 in the morning. And I looked down, I was like, wow, that does not look like a lot of time. And it's still good. Very good. Okay, release the arms. Take a couple shoulder rolls in either direction. And let's come back to downward facing dog. Stretching out our feet. It gives us better balancing, right? More surface area of the feet. Good. So walk your hands back. So come up to stand at the back of your mat, right, in your favorite way. Hands to the heart. Good. Some balancing work now that we've stretched out our feet. Hands to the hips. Bring the feet together. Good. And lift your right knee. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Roll the ankle around while keeping everything else still. Slide your right hand to the low back and begin to turn the chest. Right, there's lots of options here, and you only move on if you're feeling super steady. Right arm, you can bind the foot. Maybe you look over. One more breath. And let's unwind. So bring that right hand to the low back, cross the right thigh over the left, eagle legs. Once, twice. Hands to the heart, interlace the fingers. We're gonna split the eagle, okay? So the palms are pressing up as the hips are sinking down. 3 breaths. Equal and opposing forces. So the same equal amount of effort is pressing up as the legs are sinking down. Good. Very good. And we're gonna open up. So unwind, step the feet out, toes out, open the arms. Tadasana, 5-pointed star, inhale. You can open the mouth here if you like. Good. Bring the hands to the heart, step or hop together. Samastitihi. Second side. Feet together, hands to the hips, rise. Lift that left leg. Good. Make 3 ankle circles. Right, and try to stabilize all other parts of the body. Tune in to that standing foot. It's like suction cupped onto the ground. Good. And let's twist. So stabilize the foot, right hand to the outside, left hand to the sacrum bone, and turn. Can you lift the chest, lift the head a little taller? All right, try not to lean back. Spine is upright. And then take the variation here, 3 breaths. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale. Good. Come back the way we came. Moving towards eagle pose. Left thigh crosses on top of right. Maybe the toes stay down. Maybe they wrap. Interlace fingers together, swivel the palms up. Press up as you sit down. Inhale. And exhale for 3. We're just here for 2 more breaths. Exhale. 1 more breath. All right, stay committed to your devotion. Good. And then open up. 5-pointed star. Big breath in through, right, the crown of the head. Exhale. Good. Heel toe step or hop back together. Good. All right. Keep the heels as close together as you can and rise up onto the balls of the feet. Good. There's synergy here from the lower abdomen to the chest, hands to the heart. Begin to bend the knees while keeping the spine upright. Squeeze the heels together. Lift the heels up high. We're going to come all the way to sit down on the heels. Strong feet. Yes? Good. Hands down, sit to one side. Bring the legs into Baddha Konasana. Butterfly a few times, release anything in the outer hips. Hands to ankles or shins. Inhale, puff your chest. Exhale, fold. A little bit or a lot here. Sway a little side to side. And if you're feeling any kind of gentle pulling, stretching in that low back, it might be nice to just place your hands right on that space of the low back. You got your own back here. Self-knowledge ends suffering, so know yourself here. Know what it feels like to place your hands to soothe your own body. Okay. Lift the spine back up. Okay, a couple of options. Option one, legs stay here. Right? Option two, the legs come in crisscross, easy pose. Third option, I'll be your mirror. Take your left leg into half hero's pose. Okay, and if there's any sensation in the knee, you just come back to the previous one. Okay, all right, we're working towards Bharadvajasana. It's a seated twisted pose. Good. So this is step one. Take your left hand to the outside and turn. Twist here. Wringing out the concerns, right? Things that are grabbing at your attention that you may not need. Good. Come back to center. Bring the left leg back to Baddha Konasana. And then switch. Take your right leg. Remember, you can stay in Baddha Konasana. And this time we just turn towards the left. Right. In yoga, there's so many twists, right? As good symbols for turning away from the ego and illusion and turning towards the change and the ability to look inward and make good decisions. All right, come back to center. Bring that foot back, Baddha Konasana. Hold the ankles, puff the chest. And then open the mouth, exhale. Okay, we'll go a little further this time. Take that foot. All right, if you want to keep going, bring this left leg into half lotus. Okay, and you only stay here if the right knee can comfortably stay on the ground. Okay, all right. Left hand to the outside, turn. Turn towards your right. And when you feel like you've turned as much as you can turn, then take your gaze over your left shoulder. So there's an S shape with the turns, your body and all the joints rotating in all different directions. And if there's more space and you want to take the absolute, quote unquote, full version, then you take your right knee and you place it on top of the back of your left hand. Oh, this is a doozy to mirror. One more breath. If you can, open the mouth and exhale. All right, bring this head to neutral, release slowly, unwind. Come back to Baddha Konasana, right, reset through symmetry and center, puff the chest. And let's go to the other side. Take that right knee in. And maybe that left leg. Bharadvajasana. Okay. And then let's twist. Twist towards your left. Good. And when the spine has reached its edge here, and please don't go too far, just to a comfortable place of sensation, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Maybe look down at your right knee. And in this space of gazing softly, okay, see if you can look through what you're looking at. If you want a shortcut, take the long way. Last breath here, in through the nose. Gently separate your teeth and exhale. Return the head to neutral first, and then unwind the twist. And bring the legs out in front of you. Right, hands behind the back, and let's just sway the knees a little side to side. Good, and please lie down on your back. Hug your knees in. Good. Lift your calves a little bit. Slide your hands underneath. Good, and then draw circles. And resist the urge to use momentum. Right? Instead, you're using muscles. So muscles instead of momentum here. And go slow. And switch. Resist momentum. That's what's happening in this shelter in place. We're resisting that momentum of that routine. All right, spinal twist. Let's cross the right thigh over the left and lower the legs, arms out. 3 breaths. Breath in 2. Exhale. Where are you holding effort? Use this next breath. And relax. Turn the palms to face down. Okay, keep the arms like this. Strong belly. Draw the legs back up through center. And switch. Legs to the right. Turn the palms up. 3 breaths. We need the big breath to move the big feelings. Palms down. Bring the legs back up. Happy baby pose. You can hold the thighs. Right? I always forget this option. You can hold the thighs or you can hold the feet. Okay? Press the low back down and gently sway side to side. And if there's something else, some other pose that's kind of knocking at your heart, like, come here, then go there, my friends. A lot of you have a pretty advanced practice, so maybe there's an inversion that you want to take. You go ahead. I'm not there, so please be careful. All right. And let's move into Shava. Slide the legs out. Rotate the palms up. Grab any props, eye pillows, blankets, and make yourself a little more comfortable. Gently rocking the head side to side.
Thank you for being here, sharing your practice with one another. Stay in Shiva. Give yourself a number of breaths to stay here. And slowly wake the body up as you're ready. Have the most beautiful and wonderful day. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye, namaste.